Students, once again, so today we're gonna start with your second chapter of your biology. Okay, that is your chapter 6, that is your circulatory system. And in the previous class, I hope you are clear with whatever I have taught to you. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the circulatory system. I think you have learned when you were in class 6, class 7. Okay, so today we're going to discuss in details what does the circulatory system do. Okay, first of all, we all know that we depend on food, water and oxygen and other living things for us to survive, right? Without this we cannot survive. So you know that food, how do we take food and water? Obviously food and water is taken into our body through our mouth, right? And after that it will be utilized in our body with the help of our digestive system. Okay, we know that okay, first we know food and water is taken through our mouth. Now when it comes in terms of oxygen, oxygen is taken through the nose, that is by your respiratory system. Food and water by your digestive system. Oxygen it's taken by your through your nose, that is by your respiratory system. So at the same time, when we take this food, water and oxygen, okay, they are all useful substances, right? So all these useful substances, they are need to be transported to all parts of your body, okay, for their functioning. So they carry out our daily life activities. Okay, so in different life process, at the same time, your different waste products are also need to be thrown out, okay, such as your carbon dioxide that is produced during your respiration. So how do the our body give out this waste products? Okay, or we can say that how will our body remove these waste products? Okay, so the body that needs to transport these harmful substances to other parts of the body, okay, they can be removed or they can be performed by your circulatory system. Okay, taking in food and water was being controlled by your digestive system, right? Oxygen is being controlled by your respiratory system. And then when it comes in removing your waste products, okay, at the same time they are responsible for transporting them, okay, from your body outside of your body. It is your circulatory system. Okay, just like you have a bus. Okay, for example, there's a city bus. So if you want to travel from one place to another, okay, you need to travel by a bus, right? So in the same way, when our body needs to remove these waste products, okay, our circulatory system will perform the function. At the same time, they're also necessary for the circulating of your blood. Okay, so now let's go in details. What is your circulatory system? So your circulatory system, as I have told you, they are the transport system, okay, that moves substances throughout the body with the help of the blood. I hope you're clear. Okay, so they are able to transport, okay, they are known as your transport system. So how can they move these substances? They are able to move these substances only with the help of the blood. Okay, the blood acts like a road. See, suppose you want to travel by a bus, and what happens is that the bus needs to move on the road, right? So in the same way, your circulatory system, or we can say the transport system, they need to move in a road, and that road we can indicate it as your blood. So the human circulatory system, they consist of your heart, consists of your blood vessels or blood and blood vessels, and your lymphatic system. Under your blood and blood vessels, it indicates your arteries, okay, it indicates your veins, they are your blood vessels, okay, indicates your capillaries. And this is known as your cardiovascular vascular system. Now first, among your circulatory system, let us study in details about your blood. Okay, first we'll move on to blood. So what do you understand by the term called blood? I hope you all know, right? What is blood? When you look at a blood, okay, you know that they are red color fluid, okay, their color is red, and they are the connective tissues that flows inside your blood vessels. You know that our body contains lots and lots of blood vessels. So inside these blood vessels you will find this blood, okay, you will find the blood present in it. So it is the medium, or we can say that it is the road, just like you have a road outside, right? So this is a road which are help in transporting, okay, like they help in transporting various nutrients, then important gases, and waste products. Okay, so they help in transporting various nutrients, important gases, and waste products in and out from your body. What do you understand by in and out? That means in will indicates what? Like your various nutrients and your important gases, they will help in transporting inside your body. Okay, and the waste products that are not required by your body, they will help them from removing them outside from your body. Okay, so normally your blood, okay, your blood will contain about 88% of your body weight. Okay, they will constitute about 8% of your body weight. Okay, at the same time we can say that the human body has about 5 liters of blood. We have 5 liters of blood inside our body. Okay, and we know that this blood, okay, they consist of two parts. First you have your plasma, that you have around 60% of plasma. Your blood contains 60% of plasma, and you also have copper cells, right? So these copper cells, they have around 40%. Okay, so this blood copper cells, they are the cellular, this plasma is a fluid part, okay, and this copper cells, they are the cellular part of the blood, okay, the cell part of your blood. And then this copper cells, we know they have 3 types, right? They have your RBC, we can call them as your red blood cells. You have your WBC, that you can term it as your white blood cells, okay, and you also have your platelets. So I think in your like class 6, class 7, I hope you already have studied about your RBC, white WBC, and platelets, right? So what are the function of them? Like RBC, they help you in transporting the oxygen, right? Oxygen inside your body. Okay, at the same time, this WBC, they help you fight against all those foreign particles from entering your body, right? They act as an antibody. And your platelets, they also help you in blood clotting. So I hope you're clear with the term, with this word by the term blood. Okay, now let's move on to the function of blood. What does blood plays a role in our body? Okay, function of blood. So the first one is that, okay, so the first function of blood is that it helps in transporting digested food materials such as glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids from the intestine to all the body cells. So that means your blood, what do? They transport the digested food. Okay, whatever the digested food will include your glucose, right? Whatever food you have eaten, they'll be converted into glucose, you know that. Okay, digested food materials, that is such as your glucose. Then you have your amino acids, right? Amino acids, and then you also have your fatty acids. That is from the intestine. Okay, that is from the intestine to the body cells. So your blood will carry all these food materials that you have is your glucose, you have your amino acids, you have, okay, fatty acids, okay, that they will take it from the intestine, and then they'll help it to transport to the body cells, so that they will get all these food materials that are necessary to carry out your various life process. Okay, now the second point is that it helps in transporting oxygen. This is very important. Okay, it helps in transporting oxygen from the lungs. At the same time, they will carry out carbon dioxide from the lungs, from the tissue, okay, to the lungs. So what will happen is that they will take the oxygen from the lungs, okay, to the tissues. They will distribute it to the tissues, okay, because you know that oxygen is needed to various parts of your body to perform its function. So the blood will carry oxygen from the lungs, okay, to the tissues. At the same time, whatever waste products that are present inside your tissues or in the cells, this blood will take them, will carry out the carbon dioxide, okay, they will collect them from all the tissues, and then they will pass it to the lungs, so that the lungs will able to purify it. Okay, we'll go in details in the next class. And then the third one is that they help in transporting various hormones, enzymes, and other chemicals. Okay, so you know that hormones, enzymes, and other chemicals, they play an important role. You need enzymes for the digestive for the digestion, right, for the process of digestion. You also need hormones. I have already explained to you that they are the chemical substances that are being released, right? So all these things, the blood helps in carrying them out to other parts of your body. Okay, and the third one is that they help in transporting waste products from the tissue to the organs of their removal. Okay, so as I have told you, whatever waste products, okay, that are being given out from your body, okay, they will help them to transport it from the tissue to other parts of the organs where they are responsible for throwing out. Okay, like you have kidney, they are also responsible for throwing out the waste products, right? So what will they do is that this blood, they will carry them, all these waste products, and they will give it to the organs which are responsible for their removal. Okay, the next one is that they help in regulating body temperature by distributing the heat in the tissue to organs, okay, to the tissues to different parts of your body. So They help in maintaining, we can say that, maintaining body temperature. So when you observe that your body temperature is mainly, suppose if there was no presence of blood, your body temperature will be very cold, okay? But since because of the presence of blood, they help in providing heat, or they help in warming your body, okay? And then they'll distribute it in the tissues and then to different parts of your body, okay? The next one you have is that leukocytes, okay? Or you can say the other name for leukocytes, it's your WBC, right? Your white blood cells. So you know that leukocytes are under blood, okay? They are the types of blood. So these leukocytes, they will help the body, or they will protect the body from disease by killing those disease causing germs, okay? So what will they do is that these leukocytes, they will protect the body from the disease by killing this disease causing germs, okay? And the next one you have, it is your, they also help in maintaining water and salt balance in the body, okay? So whatever water and salt that are present inside your body, they help them in maintaining the balance, so that you will not have excess of water or excess of salt, or less amount of salt or less amount of water present in your body, okay? And the 8th point is your blood platelets. So you all know that blood platelets, they play a very important role, is that they help in healing your wound, right? They help in healing wound, that is by clotting the blood. So these blood platelets, what will they do is that if you have a cut in your finger, after some time you will find that there is a blood clot, okay? Because these blood platelets, they prevent the excess of blood coming out from your body by clotting the blood, and also help in healing the wound. So I hope you're clear with what does the circulatory system do, what are the types of the circulatory system, and what is blood, and what is the function of the blood. So in the next class, we will be discussing more details about what are blood clotting, what are the blood groups, okay, and what is blood transfusion.